probably unmute himself as soon as he finished his dinner. And we do see a very interesting match here on a very unusual map that was created a long time ago, but not really played much. And we do have 4 Russian players here. The first one is DV here at the right spawn. He's playing Elf, which I'd say is an easier race to play, especially on this map, where, yeah, AOW creeping is a lot easier. And I'm curious to see what build order he's going for. I tested exactly on this position 2 days ago. I tested a Quest BO with a very fast tech, so I'm curious to see if he's going for the same. He's probably the favorite here. And second player down here in the south is Jaod, who, as usual, didn't manage to join with the usual account name, so he joined with a very strange account name, as he always does. And he's playing Undead. He also went for Elf some games, but still Undead his strongest race by far. Airenikus, who played random. I was surprised to see him with random. If I remember correctly, he picked a race in most of the previous matches. So he also got Elf, decent for him. He is very good macro-wise. He manages to stay alive. He usually makes the right decisions. So curious to see here in this match.
Sorry, I'm back.
No worries. Welcome back.
Yeah. I was just eating because I'm fat.
No worries.
Yeah, just go on. Continue.
So, yeah, Airenikus here going for the AOW creeping at his natural. And I'm really curious to see DV and Airenikus being like the way stronger late game players, like 3-way players. They usually know best how to balance games. And they are kind of stuck in between these 2 players that are known to play very, very strong and dominant early, and then fall off later on and tend to make the wrong decisions. So last player here in the north is mrSweets, also from Russia, and he is going, bless you, he's going for Alchemist, which is a very strong opener against Elf.
Yeah, for sure. And this map, you can get like a crazy amount of tomes from the middle camps. Because like, I don't know exactly, but I think every camp drops like 2 of them, and some of them are also like the +2 tomes. So it can be really scary.
Yeah.
So these creeps in the middle, they are like crazy strong. They drop Tome of Power and stuff, and they are so hard to take out. When we played it in-house, Tome lost like 3 heroes on the camp because I went to creep check him, but I didn't even touch him, and the creeps killed all of his heroes. So it's like a crazy powerful creep camp, and whoever gets that is on a huge lead, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely easiest to creep them with like quick chimeras to just get one or two and like a Tinker Factory. So that's what I went for, and even with that and 3 heroes, it wasn't easy to creep it really.
Yeah, so, and I think DV might be going for just fast chimeras because he's stacking already.
Yeah,
like almost finished the tech.
Yeah, he must have seen he must have seen the replay of the game we both played in. Like he and me, and I went for this like Quest BO basically. But mine was like I think I got my my second expansion later, so he seemed to be prepared, and it's
a hugely powerful build if you are not bothered early game, and these players are no rushers next to him.
Depends, right? I mean, sometimes Sweets is going for a rather early push, but he will be able to creep a lot here. So I expect it to be I expect the push to come a bit later. Second
This
thing...
map is so bad for rushing because you need to walk all over the map.
Yeah.
There's like... It takes longer to walk through the middle than around the edge, so it's useless to take a shortcut. And it takes a long time.
Yeah, it definitely does. And also some of the waypoints are really not as... Yeah, I mean, I'm not perfect
Basically,
here.
the map is retarded in the pathing completely.
Yeah, in
Like,
the middle.
the middle mines are the most retarded thing ever because you cannot defend these. Like, there's no way you can defend these basically because there's just one way in. Unless you like have a permanent TP, you can't access them. So they are really. It's not like Harvest where you can just walk there. It's you have to take these strange paths towards there, and I don't know. And they don't even have that much gold in them. I think the middle mines. I
No.
think they're only like 10k.
DV almost losing his panda here. Yeah, and you're right. I mean, they can easily be sieged from the middle also. On the other hand, they are like this map is not as small as it may look. So it can take some time to really kill the mid mine if you are at your enemy base. So if Sweets is at DV's main, this mid mine is not as easy. Like he needs some additional bets to go there, and sometimes it's so far away from these other expos that the middle is left untouched for longer. So curious to see like the players creeping all these orange mid spots. They are being triggered sometimes by like if you creep one of them.
Because they are so close.
Yeah, we see right here already.
Yeah.
Like he's creeping here. And
I mean, it's good when you have the chimeras, but right now it's a nuisance.
Yeah. So
and also, like, you can build a decent economy from the natural, so it's not like needed to get the middle mine.
No, but the experience alone, so you want to get, like, if you get 2 of these mid spots, that's a huge deal.
And there's like this, what's he called? Like the salamander, a huge creep which devours, and they are powerful as well, so not to be underestimated. I think there could be some heroes dying to them in this game.
Yeah, for sure. I thought that's a creep spot you were talking about. I almost lost heroes to that.
I thought just about the marketplace one. There's the Tome of Power and stuff. That one is even more ridiculous.
Yeah, I need to see again. A long time since I saw this mid spot.
I don't even remember exactly what's in it, but also Aaron went for a Tinker as well, which I guess is wise, because against the Orc and Undead Air is such a good hero. Yeah. And also this map is so big. I think the cheesy heroes are good on this map because like you get a lot of space for laming with Tinker or Alchemist here. Like Jaod will be I'm not like envious of him because with his classic tri-hero he can be lamed so hard on this map.
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult. And I think Tinker is perfect here because you really need the factory for creeping. Yeah. It's like there are so many creeps here. Also, all these golem spots in the middle that are so difficult to creep.
All of them are like ground spots as well.
Yeah.
There's no air in the middle in the orange one, so it's good.
Yep. And we see
if the camps dropped with all the tomes, or if it was just a bad memory from. Oh, they really do. So
yeah,
so two teams getting down, both of them dropped the big tomes.
Yeah, a lot of tomes to get here, and we do see Jaod struggling a bit here. Like he only took green spots so far in this one orange spot, so he's yeah, so he's a bit behind, but not too much.
But he has the undead orb. I think he will catch up a bit. Also, probably. Even the middle camps that drop the normal items, they still drop a small tome because it's a library, of course, so it fits the map. But...
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I never thought about it, but it makes sense.
It just popped into my head now.
And actually, it's I think also from like just map design wise, on one hand, it's like not the best when it comes to like waypoints, and also like all of these creeps are triggered as we see right here. Yeah. But it's really cool to have this library layout, so it really feels like a library.
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah. That's fine. I think it's kind of unique.
In this case, it's good that the creeps aggro so much because the factory can cover 2 creep camps at once. Yeah, it can accelerate the creeping a lot.
Yeah, with factory, it's actually not that bad unless you don't.
He actually didn't go for the chimeras because he just went for lores, And I don't know what's his plan here, because he just creeps with one Dryad and Tri-Hero quite comfortably, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean the Dryad can't be coiled like by creeps, but and obviously you can like dispel curse or something. But I think a bear might have been the better choice.
Well, I guess he's just trying to hoard as much wood as possible and being high on wisp. And 150 for a long time.
And we do see Airenikus here going for these salamanders.
Yeah, these are tough as well, yeah.
But he's like with these silences, he's actually alright, I think. But
and also, they focus the factory goblins, so that's good as well.
Yeah.
The big ones just devoured an archer. If it would devour a bear or a Dryad, it would be worse.
Yeah, the bear is dead, but I guess that's okay for him.
Well, but seems like he can't finish it off with his damage now.
Yeah, you're right.
So
with this,
they are pretty. At least we didn't lose a hero, but it's a really big setback when you like lose to creeps, because then you have to remake the army. That takes time. Another Dryad falls here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why he's staffing the Tinker. I think he could have.
Well, for mana, obviously, but he didn't even like use the Moonwells that much, so I don't know as well.
Yeah.
At least he has 2 staffs now.
Also something that I missed to mention earlier, that there are only these 2 labs here. Bless you. These 2 labs here, but they are very heavily protected. So
yeah, it's not really an orange creep camp.
No, it's definitely not, and it can get quite tricky if you go for this lab and try to pull creeps, but you're like caught here. So it's really.
mrSweets started. Sorry for interrupting. He started pulling the middle creep.
Oh yeah,
camp.
and Tome of Power.
First Tome of Power there, and the second one will Revenant drops another one potentially, I think.
Wow, and he gets level 6 instantly. That's that's crazy. And he crept it quite well. Like he is the first to reach level 5, right?
Yeah, he did a good job of pulling it, because like this, the creeps don't even develop their damage. So.
Oh no, Airenikus also level 5, but so they are far ahead. And let's see if he will get a second Tome of Power. So
yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a big consumable or something, but
Orb of Frost.
So it's 1 level lower, because Orb of Frost is like Blink Dagger and stuff.
Yeah, that would be overpowered to get to. He sold it. Yeah, I think it's wise to sell it if you.
I wouldn't say so, because I really think Orb of Frost is amazing against air, but I guess everybody has a different taste. Like Orb of Lightning is better in some cases as well.
I think the pendant is way better. And
well, yeah, a pendant is better, of course, but I think you can even just on a Shadow Hunter, you can just put it on it.
Like I like it really much, but I think for Orc with a high level TC, you're usually fast enough to really catch up, and
I'm just thinking about the Hero Arena already. There it's really amazing.
Yeah, for Hero Arena for sure, but I mean you might be able to just buy it again later.
Yeah, I guess if you really need it.
And now we are getting to the creeping is coming to an end almost. We do see Jaod here taking out his salamanders and getting a clause plus 15. He has a scroll of restoration. He has 2 scrolls of restoration.
Yeah, that's crazy as well for a push. The item is so powerful. It's like 2 heroes compressed in one.
But very often I think in FFA it's players are tempted to use it too early. Like you can get so much value out of it. But if you use it in fight early to save like a hero or 2 and regain mana, it's still a nice item, but it's not like you can get after fight, like if you're Orc or something and your damage is well distributed on your units, and you have like all low mana on casters, so you can get like basically your full army back.
Yeah, of course, if you have a caster army, it's even more powerful and valuable. I don't like consumables as a human, because usually I just use the lame style of breakers, tanks and copters, so they don't get damaged by normal spells usually, and they don't get affected by the heal scroll, the tanks and the copters. So I don't like it as much in human, but on the other races it's amazing.
And we do see Sweets on 70 supply already, so he will probably push for Divi's main base.
If he does, he has a good chance of doing some damage with the level 6.
Yeah, for sure. That's so difficult to face, like, as Night Elf. This Alchemist already is a pain, like, with bats. Everything... You can't really prevent stuff from dying with Acid Bomb. And then, like, one Chimera, like, the damage output you need gets sold instantly, or the bear. So that's actually a really scary push here.
Like, the saving grace is that he has the Engine of Lores, he isn't just per Chippo build. So he can kind of get ground units.
But he's not scouting well. He's like, his Hippo is here, but it doesn't seem as if he saw it. So,
well, it depends if mrSweets is afraid to push or not.
Usually he does at this point. I mean, he's always pushing me with like 75 supply, but I guess there are some creeps left here, so he can get level...
Iron went to 80 as well already.
Okay.
Then he goes for the conservative army.
And yeah, but Aaron's army looks like an anti-UD army rather, so not like...
He might be going for Jaod.
I mean, at least it would be a huge mistake to go for these many hippos against...
Yeah, against the best it would be useless.
But it seems he's moving north. Or is he just...
Maybe he didn't scout who is next to him or something.
I mean, he has a scout only in the north, but not...
And he also needs to win both games with top score if he wants to have a shot at semifinals, I think.
Not even then. I think DV and everyone but Jaod can still go to semis with one top score win and one...
Oh yeah. I don't know how many points are necessary, you know, but...
I mean, you need 62 in order to, like, probably...
Okay. Yeah, then everybody can get it, so...
Yeah, except Jaod. Jaod is out because he...
It's also painful here because the Chimeras are dying to transmute already. One of them instantly gets popped.
Yep. And the hippos were totally useless, so he... And that's a common mistake. Sometimes I do the same against, like, orcs. If I lack scouting against Sweets, you usually know, like, he's always going for this ground style.
Yeah,
so
and this is just a massacre because the headhunters are a hard counter to the chimeras as well, so they can't even get close without dying, especially with the acid bomb.
Yeah, super scary. So he and also Dark Ranger, I think is I dislike her a lot. Can be strong, but especially with Night Elf, it's just tricky sometimes. Like, he's doing it well, I think, with this Skull of Protection.
And also you can see here, sorry for interrupting, but he's using this, as I said, the awkward position of the mine in the middle. Such an easy harass from the upper angle.
Yeah, and Jaod seems to be confused what to do. Like, he's not sure whether he should...
Well, he can't, you know, the point is, he can't go up there with his heroes very fast, because look how long it would take him, so... He cannot really defend against this.
I mean, he could go into the middle and kill this expo.
Yeah, of course, do the same thing, of course.
Yeah. And Airenikus doing a good job here, defending with mass chimeras, so he managed to get enough chimeras out in time and has the 3rd defense upgrade, so he's actually in a great spot. I totally didn't expect that.
Well, the headhunters, as I was saying, they are like a hard counter, but they are their upgrades are 0-1, so they still die so fast. If there's not a huge number of them, the chimeras are going to just one-shot them.
Yeah, that's true.
So it wasn't so bad, but now the bats are coming in, and okay, these were horrible, so...
Yeah, and Sweets is not really using his gold either, so he's on 9k.
Transmute coming again. This is so frustrating, playing against Transmute.
It is, and he's on 9k
and that's
gold.
The point. Like, you're right about Dark Ranger, because I think Alchemist is like... He does everything better, you know?
Yeah, Dark Ranger can be strong if you face a player who can't dispel, but like,
I guess.
Every player who, like, dispels at some point, or is just relying on damage, is just superior.
You know, he built his own Dark Ranger because he has a Staff of Silence on the Alchemist. So...
And that's on top, yeah, sometimes, like, there are some abilities that you, like, can substitute by items. And
exactly, whereas you cannot get, like, a Acid Bomb from an item.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if you're an undead, you can get the orb. I guess that's why undeads never play.
Oh, and first fight breaking out between DV and Jaod here, and the bottom right.
Chaos.
86.
But I think Jaod is getting on top of him.
Yeah, Jaod using his... Did he just use both scrolls? No,
no,
just
he
one.
has one on the Dreadlord still.
Yep.
So he used one.
But great fight. Also the scroll, very helpful.
Maybe looks he has a big supply count still, but he's just pumping, so that's making numbers so big.
Yeah, DV is lacking one attack upgrade on his hippos, so that's the disadvantage of going for this lore build. Like he's lacking some of the upgrades, but I guess he could have gotten it in time.
He still can kill a lot of guards to get experience.
Oh yeah, he was.
The heroes are enough, but yeah, Jaod saved most of them. Good for him.
He should have used Stone Form.
Yeah, he should. I think he should have used it as soon as he killed their army, because you know you can't really kill heroes with cards this early on.
And DV
massive.
Yeah, DV went for a lot of Moonwells here, so I like that.
Yeah, he was definitely preparing for a longer game, and it may well still be a longer game. But if Jaod just continues to push and push, he is in a big advantage, because I think Gargs are still tough to deal with Elf. Even with these heroes, if you think around with the stone form, and then the hippos, once the Gargs are on the ground, they are useless, basically. So.
But Jaod used both Scrolls of Resurrection, so I'm not sure if I think that was...
the second one as well, yeah. That's great. I think he didn't need to, so...
And what is he doing?
He blocked his own DK.
I mean, I think he could kite, like...
Yeah. Well, he could certainly not block his own. And this unstone forming made a perfect opportunity for the rockets and fire combo, which...
And he's not sleeping well. Like, his sleeps are way too...
Yeah,
like...
the combo just nailed all the guards at once.
And he's just not... Again. He's just not on time with his sleeps. Like, he needs to sleep the Tinker or the Panda all the time.
This was a tragedy, because... And he used the Ice Shard as well. I think that's not like a super important item, but... Could be good. Like this, he just wasted it a bit. Now Sweets is doing something... Oh no, he's just... re-establishing his expansion in the middle, I guess.
And
he's
Sweets...
not going to join the fight, I would say.
And Sweets really failed to... Sweets really failed to use his gold in time. I think he... like, he's lacking lumber now, but... he has only gotten his upgrade right now.
Yeah, and I'm looking, and I think he doesn't have a shredder. I don't know if he lost him or if he didn't have any.
I guess he lost it, but it's just a very tough spot for him. Especially with Orc, it's just so difficult to come back in this situation. But I think he had all the cards in his hand to
yeah, but
really
I would
win
say
this.
he's still fine in the fact that Dark Ranger is still 5, so he's. If he's avoiding fighting, he's gonna be alright.
He will, like, with his heroes, he will be able to survive probably, but this is a scary army, like 8 chimeras, 9 chimeras.
And he lost a lot of his economy because he is above 80 now, and he lost one of his expos, which Iron is taking, which I like, because Sweets will not come there to kill it anytime soon. Nice try to save the chimeras with that.
Yeah, you need to bait.
Targeted the wrong ones, unfortunately. It's really hard to dodge the transmute with the staff because it flies in a weird way, like it's all twitching in the air, so you never know which chimera it's going to hit.
Yeah, I think it's easy if you like have one at the front for baiting, which I usually try to just have one at the front, and some players always go for that one exposed, and then it's easy.
Yeah, I guess that's a smart tactic. That's a good way of doing it, because I think instinctively you just press on the nearest unit, so... Show army, please. Oh, he is at the top right buying some items. I guess he just bought a book to get out of the factory, maybe? To have... Yeah, I think so, because now he has 2 engineering upgrades on the Tinker. Because he has plus 14 damage, the medallion gives 4, the orb gives 6, and the upgrade gets 4. Mm-hmm. So he just respec from the useless factory now. And the bigger AoE on the rockets can be good, I think, against guards.
Yeah, I dislike that he has only 1 staff. I think that's really...
Yeah, I love my staffs. I agree, they are amazing.
Yeah, I can't play without 3 staffs late game. I think it's just so important, and I don't want to think about which hero has a staff and which has not.
Yeah.
So
what I like is having 3 and the staff of TP on the third hero, so you can like just playing with the heroes when something goes wrong and stab them out without it costing you a TP.
For sure, yeah. And Jaod still has to defend here, and it's going to be a lot harder in a bit after the next fight. DV's Tinker will be level 6.
And the Panda is getting close as well, and it's a pretty strong... Like, this player with a strong micro can use it really well, I guess. It's really strong when you press all the buttons of the Pandas.
And Jaod is one of the weaker players with his sleeps. Oh, this hurts so much. Like, there's just...
Yeah, I think he's good with his guards, usually, but not so much with his heroes. And also, he has no items on his heroes, like on the Dreadlord and Death Knight.
He needs to kite.
So
like, he needs to kite a lot more than this.
I guess the Knight of Army can't focus the heroes really well, but...
No, he can. Really... But why is he, like, I don't think he should be using his guard, like, he should just kite, I think.
Yeah,
it's just
definitely,
too much fighting.
like Quest does, just the Nova Coil, what's the wave called? Carrion Swarm.
Yeah.
All the time, because the hippos, they are so untanky, like, they are so squishy, they just die to 2 combos. And you have the advantage of being faster than the opponent with the aura. To me, it's very comical how it's 4 Russians in the game and they have to write in English.
Yeah, that's true. I was thinking about that too just a minute ago. I guess it's fine. Or if it would be fine if they talk Russian, unless it's something that I need to be aware about. But
maybe we will see them swearing in Russian, but I don't think so. They are like pretty calm players usually.
Depends. I mean, Jaod can be.
I pushed Sweets in the first game, like a rifle push on tier 2, but he never. He just like made me lose as well, but he never insulted me or anything.
No, yeah, for sure. I think Jaod can rage sometimes, but usually not in.
Yeah, it's not like
situation.
A mean rage.
No.
I know what you mean, but he's not like that. He's a really friendly guy, so.
And he manages to keep his mid expansion alive, so it's still pretty balanced. Like even Sweets got his expo back, so everyone except Jaod has expos.
Gold counts are pretty balanced as well in the game. Just DV has 2,000 more, but that's nothing to be concerned of yet.
No, I mean he has a lot of Moonwells, and his heroes are a bit scary already. But I'd say Sweets and him are in front with their heroes. But it's all open still. And we do see Sweets in the middle, and there are a lot of juicy items in this market.
Yeah, I think he could buy the Unholy Aura, in my opinion. That would be the great one to get.
Yeah, I agree.
And there's also the big scroll as well.
Yeah, I agree. Like he has, look at his TC. Like that's, I have rarely seen a better stacked TC. Like Scroll of Restoration, the dagger, a pendant. That's crazy.
He bought the aura and the pendant. So that's a conservative item as well, but the pendant is great on the Shadow Hunter. But I think he could use an invul potion on him as well.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes it's difficult to really select items that you can get rid of.
Well, sometimes you're really restricted on maps like this in the item slot, like you would want 10 items on everything. Also, Lich falls in the fight on the bottom, and it looks like DV completely destroyed Jaod. If I wasn't looking at the items, would be better. And Jaod also forgot like 5 guards here, and they all died to Sweets for free.
Yes, and Sweets is finishing this for Jaod, which I guess makes sense in his...
Well, it's a tome for you of XP, but it may put him in a bad light.
Yeah, for sure. And
I
also...
wouldn't finish him off completely. I would try to kill like the heroes and let him be.
Yeah, and also DV has time now on this additional expansion to drop to 50, so...
Yeah, and it's convenient because he lost a lot in the fight still, so he 61, so he could potentially like detonate some wisps in his main base to free up the supply.
He's TPing out.
So he doesn't even need to kill that many units. I think if he killed just one hit when like there's like 8 wisps in his main base.
This these orc heroes are so greatly stacked. There is just, I think only, how is this item called? Spell shield would be, like only spell shields would be better.
And it is on the map because there's the pendant of big mana, so But there's only one marketplace, so it can take a long time before it appears there.
Are you sure? I think on some maps it may have may have
They have like
customized.
removed it.
Yeah, may have customized the
Yeah,
item
I
pool.
didn't know about that, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. If it's a custom map, which it is, it could be removed. This was some nice betting on the hippos. But still, I don't know how he managed to do that, but he's way lower on gold than Iron now. I guess because he never retook the natural expansion of his mrSweets, I mean.
And this is a situation in which Jaod could play passively. Like, he's in a decent spot now with Sweets fighting Airenikus
He's
again.
just 50 and he can chill for a while, yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually the best possible situation in this, under the circumstances for him now, to have like 3 expansions and stay 50. So he stays 50, which is really good for him. And I mean, it's also good for DV. So I think Sweet's playing a bit too aggressively here. But
this is the thing, like, Iron will say this, and when they see his heroes, they will think it's true, and he just steamrolled him all the time. Well, it's not true, because he only has 4k gold, but it may look like he's the most powerful player by far, which is always bad, you know, because then you're the first one to get teamed in freeway.
Yeah.
Or if not teamed, maybe they won't team him, but nobody will help you.
I mean, at least his main base looks like super weak. If you look at Sweet's main base, and he's always building.
It's horrible.
Yeah, he's always building too few burrows. So he
also, this layout is just asking to get tinkered.
Yeah. So Jaod is chilling next to the shop, and he should spend some gold on periods. I think his heroes were dying so often.
I was about to say that as well. He has only consumables, like the heroes will die if...
Yeah, period is on cooldown, but I think that's what he needs most urgently.
Yeah, he bought a circlet, which is good as well. It's not a bad item, honestly. I like it.
I think on a map with market, if you have 7k gold, I wouldn't invest in circlets, to be honest.
Well, yeah, but... You know, maybe... Oh, there's the Amulet of Spell Shield now in the middle.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
And he has a ward there, so if he sees that, he should just go over immediately.
Yeah, Spell Shield is so broken. And imagine if he gets
two and nobody else has them, it's huge. Especially like against Undead with Sleep and... Well... Not against the elves so much, but still good against the Keeper, honestly.
And also the Silence, so I think it's... Actually, unless you play against like only damage, like only like Orc with an Orc with Blade Master or something, and or elves like Trunks, it's the best item by far.
Yeah. And also there's another fight about to break out, but Sweets has so many bets now that he should be completely fine.
Jaod saw it, so he's rushing to the market.
Yeah, oh yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
He needs some better items.
Give me that item.
Iron should be really careful now, because if Sweets doesn't choke completely, they will be devastating. I would just throw an acid bomb for it if I was him, because all the elf air units are so close that it's impossible to spread them out too much. Because the chimps are really clunky.
Yeah, finally. Oh, finally, and he's not using acid bomb in time, but finally he's going 100. So.
Yeah, I agree with the decision that he didn't blow up the bats when he was silent, so he have thrown an acid bomb.
Yeah, that was good, but he could have held back the bats. And now nice spreading by Airenikus, so he's very careful here, but he needs to he will lose one Chimera after the other as long as he's waiting. So I think
what I would like to see from Sweets is like 2 more Shamans, so he could just bloodlust the bats and leave them for a quick strike that couldn't be avoided, but because then he would be able to chase down the blue air units with the bloodlust. Okay, now Iron is killing Jaod's expo.
Yeah, that was greedy. I mean, Jaod tried.
Okay, but Jaod accepted it, so it's fine.
Yeah, Jaod was going for Airenikus expansion, so I guess.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, it wouldn't be wise for him to provoke any conflict now.
But again, Sweets, like, it's such a tough spot as usual, he wasn't mining or wasn't getting enough gold early. And he's now on 100, so he needs to fight Airenikus at some point.
He has no gold, like...
Yeah, and he can't really fight Airenikus in Airenikus' main because the bats will be a bit more useless there, so he would hope to get a fight on open field.
And also I don't know, he was like in the strongest position by far after getting the Tome of Power Alchemist 6 on like, I don't know what minute was it, but it was so early, but he kind of blew it away with not being decisive.
Did you read what Jaod just wrote?
Yeah.
so mannered. Oh, and that was that was the perfect situation to use the bats.
Yeah, it was just the best with it.
Like
he was
TPing in with all the units, so even without acid bomb, that would have been the best situation for these bats.
I mean, he got a free transmit on a Chimera, which is great, but
yeah, Airenikus needs to be very careful here, and I think he should have gone for 100 quicker. He has no running expansion, so he should have pumped. I
don't like Dark Ranger before level 6. I think the hero is just really weak. Look at her HP. He has 700. That's like... Yeah. It's cannon fodder if he's not careful.
And very exposed now. Oh, the dagger.
Yeah, nice Flame Stomp from Sweets. Yeah, good focus on her. Might still be able to kill her.
And now...
No. Too deep. But the bats, the bats are coming now.
Wow.
And pretty well used, I would say.
Yeah, Sweets is
amazing. The last 5 bats were great.
Sweets is one of the best bat users, I think personally. I have the most issues with versus him to really avoid bats.
I don't know, so I'll believe you. Yes.
He's good with it. I mean, there are always better players with it, but he's scary with his bats.
And now the Wyverns are really OP because the Chimeras are dying to them really quick if they just focus them.
Yeah, and Airenikus, I think on 100, with a bit more aggression, like split aggression, he could have avoided that if he could
definitely, because if you have like 10 more hippos, you know, you're able to have them like in reserve after the bats are used, so you can rush to the defense and kill the air units at least. But like this, yeah, he just basically had to run. But Jaod comes to save him.
I don't know why, but
yeah, okay.
Like
maybe like this, if he just picks off a few units and then backs, that's a good decision because that's free.
But it's painful. He has only 4k gold. I'm not even sure why he went over 50 again. So he has no gold. He needs.
Now, well, he's not mining, so I guess you know.
That's.
Never mind. He's actually establishing an expansion in the middle.
Yeah, but he won't be able to take it. So I think it's like best situation for him is that Airenikus.
Look at the flight now. What Mr. Sweet said.
But like the best situation for Jaod is that he gets into the 3-way now, and that Airenikus is out of the game, and he can take his expos. So there are like 3 expansions here or 3 mines that he could take of Airenikus. So he should.
Some of them are still with a decent amount of gold, like 3k in the middle and 6k at the top is nice.
Yeah, I think Jaod should go for Airenikus and not for Sweets now.
Aaron didn't mind his main gold mine. That's a bit of a greedy thing as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like these 4k
like now
gold.
It should be mining already because
maybe
you may not be able to keep it for much longer, so might as well just mine out everything.
And DV is just in a very, very decent spot. He has
got an amulet of special as well. And there's actually even more good items. There's a pendant of mana as well. But I guess the elf doesn't need it so much because Tinker is an intelligence hero and the panda has one already.
Yeah, and DV sees his chance now to finish the match quickly. I think Airenikus, like Jaod, should have tried to kill Airenikus.
It would be really hard to stop him now with 10k gold. They just ignored him for a long time. And also he has, you know, 666. That's practically ideal for this. If Jaod doesn't make a squeak and they don't help him, then they are really in a tough spot. And this is a perfect beginning of the fight. 2 Gargs dying immediately, the rest is damaged and without Stoneform cooldown now.
Yeah, DV playing it very well and very good decision.
He lagged with the chimps a bit, but only lost 1, so it's fine.
Yeah, perfect decision.
On the panda is coming.
Yeah, he wants to fight the undead, and now he has tranquility, which is amazing. But
really quick sleep cancel. I like it.
He is losing the air fight, but I think it will be fine still.
Yeah, of course, because the guards, they are just cannon fodder.
Yeah.
They will just die. They are only useful if the elf has air, in my opinion. After that, they are just you may as well just fly them out, or they will just provide free experience. Well, but Jaod still good sleeps in this fight. He plays the panda and the keeper on sleep in a good time, so he managed to stay alive very well. And DV actually lost most of his army.
Still,
but he will still be able to finish him if he commits
yeah,
to it.
but Jaod is on 1k gold. I think Jaod should have tried to get XP and tried to get Airenikus out of the game. He knows that DV has a lot more gold and great levels, so he needed to avoid everything to not let DV tome him again.
And he didn't say anything still.
He said something.
He just said help, but you know, it's not. He didn't say that he's losing most of his main base, and the other players, they are still not paying attention, basically.
Jaod is doing it well. I didn't expect him to keep his Gargs alive, so this one Stormform really saved him a lot of Gargs.
The micro saved him in the fights.
So, actually DV losing 40 supply.
He kind of lost the fight, but it's still fine for him in the long run, of course.
Yeah.
But it can hurt, you know. It's one army, I don't know how much that costs, like 3k, 4k gold. Something like that.
But Jaod is down to 1k gold, so it's really, and he actually lost his mind too, so no more gold for him.
And you know, you can finish undead buildings so easily with the Tinker Panda. Like the Ziggurats are practically one rocket fire combo from dying, then he will be supply stuck.
Oh, and Sweets is payback time. It's payback time in the middle. Sweets is attacking Jaod, and I'm not like, again, that's why it was such a bad call to really attack Sweets units.
Yeah, because now he has the perfect excuse to do this. Yeah, and there's no saving that. You know, the Alchemist is so powerful. And okay, I think if he just committed with the Hex on the DK, he could have gotten him, but maybe it was on cooldowns.
And everyone, that's like a really great situation for DV. Everyone is basically broken. Like Sweets has 600 gold, Jaod has 700 gold. Airenikus is on 2,500, but has weak heroes and not much supply.
At least the only good thing is he's mining on 50, so
yeah,
he will get some kind of gold. But the heroes are so weak. Like 1v1, he has no chance against anybody right now.
Yeah, so they need to team DV now. I guess they should potentially. I mean, I'm not.
If I would be in the game, I would already write 3v1.
Not sure about that, but 2v1 for sure. But it seems.
What I'm saying, I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying they should try to do it because, you know, it's beneficial for everybody, but DV if they go 3v1.
Yeah, I think
one of them should suggest it. I think.
Yeah, Sweets is still holding some grudges over this attack here, over this backstep, and
which is not wise as well because Jaod is just. I don't want to say dead, but he pretty much is because, I mean, he's dead on the buildings, you know.
You sold my shredder.
It's so hard to hide with undead, and especially on a map like this, there's just you cannot hide anywhere in the middle. You just basically you can't hide anywhere.
Nah, maybe in the corners, but it's not with undead. Yeah, not with undead. So he's.
I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure if you can build on this terrain.
No, you can't. You can't.
Yeah.
So you can only potentially free some trees somewhere.
Yeah, for the elves, of course.
A player's forces are under.
It's a common thing that the elves go to the shops with the trees.
Yeah, but also you could just, like, being an undead, you could remove some trees here with the infernal and then build a ziggurat there. But still, you will get revealed after some time. And we do see DV with 100 supply again, and he will go for. He hopes for the final attack, I guess. And he's down to 5k gold too. So
yeah, it's not so one-sided now. And Sweets can still get up in gold. He is on 50 and he can transmute some stuff sneakily. But he has to be careful because, you know, it's hard provoking when you transmute something this late in the game.
Yeah, and that he tends to transmute quite a lot late game.
Yeah. But it's good. It could get him 1 or 2k more gold potentially, so that's fine.
Oh.
In my opinion, while he's on the 50, I would sell the claws +9 on the Alch. I know it's not a bad item, but The gold is valuable.
I don't know. I mean, I sold yesterday on Sanctuary. I sold 3 claws plus 15 and 1 Mask of Death because I just couldn't use it.
Yeah, the thing is, I would sell the claws, but I would have kept the orb. Like the Orb of Frost would be so much better on the Alchemist, right?
Jaod missing the coil due to the coil came too late due to the silence, and he didn't TP
Now
out.
he's out of the game.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Yeah, because he can sell items, but he's not gonna keep his ultra alive. And Sweets shouldn't step in right now because he has no army.
I mean, he could go for
Well,
transmute.
yeah, but I guess with the transmute, but that's about all he can do. I guess he transmuted. I didn't see it personally.
Yeah, he did transmute a Chimera.
Yeah.
So it was worth it for him.
I think he shouldn't have wasted the bats though, because if you saw it, he didn't really kill much with them. It was like 5 bats. They are costly at this stage.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they cost, like 190, something like that. I like this from Jaod. He's at least giving DV a final prick in the balls for killing him. And if he kills the Tree of Eternity, it's at least it's quite a big hit for DV.
Yeah, and he might actually... No, he's not. Okay.
The Tinker will be enough one-man army.
Yep. Another
But I like
transmute.
this because instead of leaving, it's just, at least you try to damage the player who took you out. It's like...
I don't know. Sometimes I do it too if I see it as the only chance to like stop the aggression. But at some point, I think if you don't have a chance to survive, it just like as Rectify used to say, the player that killed you like has. It's not a bad thing if the player that killed
I
you
know
wins
it's
the
not bad.
game. So there are worse things.
Yeah, but I would still do it because, Tinker Panda coming to my main. I don't like... Nobody likes that.
Yeah, true. But it seems Jaod will be out of the game
Yeah,
rather
very
soon.
sure. And even if he wasn't, he cannot do anything. Just 12 cards and 1 DK. Oh, DV tried to cycle on him, but the amulet saved the DK.
But he's coming back.
Well, and if he doesn't leave, he gets some extra experience from the guards, which is nice. Because Tinker, I think he is strong on level 10. Like the factory, I think it's not a great spell in the mid game when everyone has army, but in the late game it's super strong.
And I don't understand what Airenikus was doing here with 50 supply, no level 6 tag ranger, why he went
I
there
think
with
he
his
tried
army.
to potentially get to level 6. That's what he tried to do, in my opinion, like snipe some low level units, but
Maybe, yeah. But there, he has
Not a
nothing to
great card.
snipe, like he has no panna. He has just a level 4 tinker, so...
okay, Sweets made the DVTP and actually now he most gold in the game. So that's going for him because since he was so heavily harassed on the expansions, now they are the only ones that have gold in them. It's
Yeah,
similar
correct.
to when the players harass each other in 1v1 and then one of them gets left with 1k more at the end of the game and wins because of that.
Yeah, I missed that. So I think at some point they may even... Like, depending if DV loses his Moonwells at some point...
and if they realize that Sweets is so high on gold
Players'
right now.
forces are under attack.
Still, I mean, these Moonwells are very scary and difficult
Oh,
to
of course.
finish, so...
And Tinker, he's, impossible to focus in the robe with the spells without him TPing out, so... He's kind of... On the other hand, he has to revert to the normal form to heal, so... It's not impossible to kill him in the base, but... I wouldn't count on it. And they don't have any kind of great siege, because Airenikus Tinker is so low level, he cannot just go there and rock it because he's not level 6. So the Moonwells will have to be taken out by brute force in a fight which is so hard. It would be possible maybe if Sweets just respect into Shockwave for a while. Here you see why the Tinker is OP. The only way you can stop a TP staff is a ultimate like Vive-ended with an Infernal or a Bash.
Or Raider. Like, Raiders are
Oh yeah,
just...
I guess, yeah, the snares.
But I'm not sure, like, some orcs go for these raiders early, but I'm not sure if Sweets
They are
does.
horrible in a fight, so
Yeah, for sure, but in like especially late game in these
yeah,
situations,
they are very valuable. And the Orc is the only race that can deal with the Tinker because the Orb of Lightning, the Purge, it's the only way to like stop him from just running naturally. So yeah,
Yeah.
and the Raiders as well. So maybe.
could be worth it even to just store one of these raiders in a Zeppelin
Yeah.
nearby. Like he knows.
Yeah, I guess so. Like in this Zeppelin that he has in the corner, just get one Raider there. And also, you know, there's also the pillage potential. I guess not very high because Jaod is not going to tap out. He's going to die when he dies, and not just by giving up. So there's nothing to pillage from him.
DV should definitely repair his main tree. Should
Yeah, of course.
eat some trees.
I would say just eat the trees, you know, so you have it for free when you have time. Might as well.
Yeah, of course. But he should do that. Like, you don't want to lose your
It's a
main.
nice game so far, though, because there's
It's
not
fun,
a lot
yeah.
of,
It's really
not
fun.
a lot of sitting, and the map is something that you don't normally see.
Infernal in the middle, but I'm not sure if it's worth to go for it. Honestly, maybe it is for.
Well, I would go for it if I was Sweets because, well, he doesn't have space though in its inventory. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
and it's actually a great item for like base race purposes, and he's
Yeah.
actually that's his biggest weakness here
And
probably.
in hero fight, it's basically an extra hero. The Infernal is so strong with
Yeah.
the chaos damage.
Yep. Also against
Oh,
Tinker.
okay, maybe. Oh yeah, he bought it. I don't know what did he sell, but he bought it.
Well, his heroes are so stacked. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's good points for him. But I'm still angry at him for selling the Orb on the Alchemist. I think
Nah.
you know you
I
give
think it's
6
fine.
damage, the claws get 9 damage. Like it's not a difference practically. And
Like his items alone, if he sells all these items on 50, how much does he get for them? Like
yeah, of course.
he will get like 4k gold just for these
Yeah,
items,
because
if
the
not
crown
more.
is 500, the Kellen's dagger is like 400.
Yeah, he would get more than
Yeah.
more than 5k, I think, just by selling items.
Yeah, something like that, 4-5k. Which is crazy. But you don't want to sell them, I think, because most of them, like you can sell some fringe items, but you want to keep the periods at least. And dependence, because in Hero Arena, the Orc is actually prime in winning Hero Arena when there's no human on the map. But I doubt it's gonna be Hero Arena because it's most likely gonna be in the base race. Since two
Yeah,
players have-
Airenikus can't, like Airenikus is going up to 80 now, or even 100, but
Yeah.
Airenikus will not be able to really play Hero Arena.
Yeah, and he is in a tough spot. I'm not saying he doesn't have a chance to three-way soon, but DV and Sweets way bigger chances.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to be the weak player in the freeway, but it's not nice when your heroes are behind. It's nice when you have the lowest gold and no base, but not when your heroes are shit.
Town is under siege.
And Sweet's up to 9k gold, and I'm not sure if anyone is expecting this. And that's the advantage of his.
Okay, Jaod's out.
That's the advantage.
The man or GG.
Yeah.
Well,
The
he fought
advantage.
well, honestly. Like I counted him out way sooner than he actually died because he defended the push from EV very well.
He just needed to get into the three-way, so he should have definitely helped Sweets. After he pieced, he should have helped
Yeah.
Sweets to finish Airenikus. That was his only chance, really, to survive another push by DV. So, yeah, big mistake, I think. But it's easier said than done. In the end, you don't really know for sure what happens on the other side.
If he had so, he had so little gold, maybe he wasn't feeling very confident about going into a fight, but the fight was coming to him anyways. He should have probably.
Players' forces are under attack.
Iron is hiding a wisp in a Zeppelin here, already preparing.
Yeah, Airenikus is always super well prepared for these late game situations.
Yeah, he's a very calculated player. Poor Jaod. I mean, it's really annoying when an alchemist comes and just sells something and then fucks off.
No. And Sweets is not very well prepared yet for, like, he has one peon and a Zeppelin here, or maybe he is. Oh no, he is.
He
is.
has, and you might have missed all these as well.
Oh yeah, I did.
They are not in the Zeppelin,
Wow,
but
okay,
they
yeah.
are real.
So he's in a good spot. So actually DV is the only player who has only one Wisp outside his main base, but he's also best, like he has the best heroes for base waste, so...
Yeah, of course. I would say his heroes are favorite as well.
And he doesn't know about Airenikus' gold, so I'm not even sure if any one of these players scouted these units.
Yeah. It's a simple place to hide them. And Iron, it's so sad that his Dark Ranger was level 5.25 after creeping, and he's like still not level 6. That means he didn't ever kill anything in the fights. He only blew Sweet's gold because he killed the expos and the bats detonated themselves, but he didn't actually kill any unit by himself.
Yeah, in Airenikus' shoes, it would have made sense now to like fight DV, I think, because that was his only chance to get some levels. But it's...
Yeah, I think somebody has to propose some kind of 2v1 on... And I mean, it doesn't have to be a certain player, it can be on DV or Sweet, but it's his only way to gain some experience by 2v1ing someone. Because 1v1s... Oh, look, this is nice. He takes Jaod's DK on level 7. He should move away from the Dark Ranger, of course. But it's a nice XP boost, at least.
DV should deny it.
Yeah, he should have, yeah.
And that was half a
It's
level.
not, honestly, it's not that big of an XP boost. It was something like...
It was half a level on the Tinker, so it was not too bad.
No. It was like, I watched it closely. It was like 100 and something experience on it.
You sure? Look
Yeah,
more.
yeah, I watched it. But I always think that the heroes give lower experience when the player leaves for some reason.
Yeah, it's like creeps, right? Like it's
Yeah.
creep experience. Yeah, so you're right. Yeah, it wasn't level 7 DK,
Yeah, it's
but it
because-
was still an
it's like a
XP
level
boost.
7 creep. Yeah, that's right. I think, but I'm not sure because it's, you know, I don't know Warcrafted.
And this is a good situation for Airenikus now. So Sweets is going for the counter attack after DV
Also,
killed some
he
peons.
does the smart thing here. He killed all the 5 peons there and there. So he's preemptively striking at the hidden peons, which is always smart. And maybe he even finds this hidden tree. Maybe he scouted it with the hippo or something. But he decides to not attack it.
It's
Because
so,
he doesn't want to provoke both of them at the same time, I guess.
yeah, it's difficult to see trees here on this map. Like at least on the,
Yeah, also that's a good
it's
point.
okay
like,
on the mini map, but on the big map,
yeah,
it's not that
if you
easy.
just hover over them, you won't see them. And Sweet is preparing an attack with a stasis trap and sentry ward, which is always smart to place. But I'm not sure if he's actually going to commit for it or if they are going to buy their time still. Now he's trying to communicate. I guess he's complaining that it's impossible to kill it. That's the way I interpret that sentence. I wouldn't taunt him so much. You know, the perfect revenge would be just to try and transmute something for killing the peons.
But DV does that quite well, so he's hiding his units very far in the back.
Yeah. There's nothing on the map to transmute from him. And might be even falling, what am I saying? Might be even finding the last Zeppelin in the corner, but I guess the Tinker cannot reach it there. I wonder if the Tinker would hit these tents if he would destroy them with one. Probably yes. Another okay, he finds everything. He just watches for the paths. My tongue is feeling weird today. The ways in the forest.
Will he use?
Both of the trees.
Oh, will he use the Infernal? He could have gone for the Infernal, but there's still a TP, so not worth it.
Yeah, I like saving it for later. You know,
Yeah.
you're not gonna cut it by killing the Tinker once.
No, but he needs a radar for sure
Yeah,
to
the
avoid
Raider
this.
would be so.
Especially
so
since DV killed all of these peons already, so I think it
Don't
would have
tell
been a
me to
wise
go
call to go for the counter attack here, to go for the attack on the elf base.
Yeah, I'm glad he's not going for him. That would be so bad. And this is it. Like the Tinker, he starts hammering at the. You know, it's one Voodoo Lounge gone in 5 seconds. He can go into the middle, kill the Sweets, Great Hole in the middle. He can start by doing these small things.
Oh, another spell shield for sale. Will
Yeah,
he
he will
get it?
definitely be buying that one. Smart.
Yeah, on the SH instead of a parry up, I think
Yeah,
would be a good
for sure.
call.
But no, he doesn't. Maybe he didn't look at it, you know, that's very plausible.
Yeah, or maybe he's scared. Oh, he's going back. And he has a radar now. Very good.
Yeah, that's smart from him. I hope he's not stream sniping.
No, no, no. It's
I-
15-minute delay.
It's just joking, of course. He, the kind of guy who would cheat.
Ooh. Might be forced into a TP here. No, it's the staff is coming, I guess.
I think no Russians in the FML have the cheater's personality, actually.
No.
For what they are kind of honorable in playstyles.
Ooh.
Oh, you can perch in Invul Potion, I didn't know that.
Yeah, of course.
I
That's the
remember
big
somebody
secret
told
of
me about it.
Purge. Like you can purge.
This is really nice, because if he doesn't let him get out, he cannot have access to Invul Potions anymore. Okay, good old Manip. Okay, he bought a TP at least, of course.
Yeah, DV is
Last
playing
100.
very passively here. So Airenikus, I think, is like DV is playing Airenikus' game here. Usually, I think Airenikus is in a good spot, and as for Sweets, like it's super hard to make a decision here because he
Yeah.
can't really break the night off
Because
base.
if he commits into the base, he loses a lot of gold, and if he doesn't, he loses buildings over time.
A player's forces are under attack.
And this is what I was talking about. He could just hammer down the Great Hole like this, which is a great decision. Always reducing the amount of town halls, so for potential reveal in the late game. He should have started staffing earlier, but he has the Raider anyway, so...
It was kind of useless, to be honest, to go for that Great Hall.
Yeah, I mean, not now, of course. When he is stationed there, he should scout first and go when it's empty there. And just
Yeah.
destroy it for free. Like this, it costs you a TP that's not worth it. If it costs you anything, it's not worth it. Because it's a useless building, it's just nice when you can kill it.
And mrSweets is up to 100 supply. A lot of bets hiding here, so I'm not a fan of that. I don't think these bets will win him the game, but we'll see.
Not against two Tinkers, like, you're gonna lose them if you're not careful in the late game.
But we'll see, maybe
Yeah.
they will do the
Maybe
job.
he will just use them in the next fight, but I'm not sure what he's planning to do. If he wants to slow siege, he should really get the shockwave, I think.
I agree. And it's just so difficult with Airenikus in this situation because Airenikus is so passive and he's always hiding his units and he's not willing to use them. So it's very difficult to break this main for Sweets
Yeah.
alone.
And you know, the Stomp isn't actually, I'm gonna say it's not actually that useful anymore because the only ground things are the heroes. And he is winning, like the heroes are not killing his orc heroes anyway, so... And he still has Hex for disable. Like the shockwave would be so good now because he should just press it 3 times into the Munuas and they would die. And it forces the other player to act to do the shockwave thing because you won't just let the base die. At least he's starting to kill the fringe buildings now. The moment I said it's a nice game, it started to be sitting, but it's understandable because it's a tough situation to break.
Yeah, there's a lot on the line for these players, so everyone can still make it to the semis if they win this game. So
And this is a crucial round, you know, the third round when everybody still has a chance. So I basically repeated what you said.
that's okay. It puts more emphasis on what I said.
You're a great idol, you know.
Thanks.
And today you are not even breathing into the phone.
It's my
which
new
makes me
microphone.
sad.
It's
I see. Yeah, it's you know, I could tell a difference actually.
yeah. I
didn't
hope
realize.
it was. Otherwise, it would have been a waste of gold.
Very nice stasis trap from mrSweets. The Tinker is in huge trouble now with TP again.
Now they're teaming him.
Yeah, and I like this teaming from Iron because he's not committing his forces and he's Gotta help a lot because, you know, Entangle, Silence, and the Global Stun. It's a great help in a fight.
I think I'm not sure if I like it. I think he could bring some units. It's not
Nah,
like he's
I don't like it. He's not so high on gold in my opinion. Like, this is safe for him.
yeah, but it's always obvious if someone teams you without units. So
yeah, obviously they are hiding something. But I'm sure, you know, it's Iran. They know him very well, I think, and it's a DV. It's not some dumb player. So he will know he has hidden army anyway.
Question is,
Also,
do you think
sorry.
do you think DV should play more aggressively on Sweets buildings now? He's
Well,
just sitting.
I would say yes, but you know, it's hard to get out of the base for him now.
But he will be able to kill Sweets buildings much
And
quicker.
Sweets made a mistake here. He should have went for a transmute and not the acid bomb, I think. If you are going to do it slow, you should do it properly.
Also, I think DV has way too many hippos. He should have gotten way more chimeras. He has anti-air.
I like the talents because they can be transformed to be useful on the ground as well, which I like. I would prefer more talents and less hippogriffs, if not the chimeras.
I don't know. I think
transmute from him.
Yeah, but still, I think 100 supply chimeras would be way more scary here.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting again. This is bad because of the bats. Imagine if he had them like here. He could just bring them over and smash all of DB's there. But it's okay. It only cost him a DP. That's not so bad. You know, he transmuted Chimera, so it's essentially a free DP. Well, it's not because he is 97 supply, but it's a TP on a discount.
Needs to be careful here. Yeah, okay.
And DB doesn't have a TP on Tinker now, so he will have to buy another one or transfer it from a different hero. And it's really taxing him. He had a 5k, and since he had 5k, nothing changed on map except he killed like 3 buildings of mrSweets and some hidden peasant. But he didn't move anywhere, and he just lost 2k gold by nothing basically. Okay, so DV says he knows about the bats. So he probably just knows he has them. Okay, one thing I like that Sweets places a new sentry ward every time he goes to the base, so
yeah, he plays a lot of sentry wards.
he has a good idea what DV does. I like that. And also Iron killed a few ancients in the base, so his Dark Ranger got a little bit of experience from them. Now she's only 60 experience away, so that's like, I don't know, 1 unit kill, 2 unit kills. I don't know actually how much do they give, but you know, for playing Warcraft so long, I think.
Yeah, it's difficult to keep track of everything. Oh, the Alchemist needs a TP here. Bit careless here of Sweets.
Yeah, that's not good. Also, the Alch has so little HP now.
But imagine DV would have just 100 supply, or not 100 full supply, but would have like 7 chimeras now. He would
have no gold on the other hand, but I don't know, yeah.
I think he could have played way more aggressively. Obviously, like, they get transmuted over time, but he's...
Yeah, now it's really... That's the point, like, now he cannot get them anymore, because it's too late now. They will just get transmuted and soon maybe even charmed.
You're right. I think at this point he can't get any more units, but I just think all of these hippos are rather useless. Like, either they die to all of these bats, and just provide more points, score points and XP to our heroes, or...
Now it's impossible because of the action, but what I would like is for Iron to just ask for Sweets to give him 1 Spirit Walker kill on the Dark Ranger, and Sweets could revive it afterwards. And I think, because I think Sweets would actually give him the kill like that. And it could be level 6 Dark Ranger. No dispel against the Entangle so far. But I doubt the Alchemist is dying. He has a DP, and Elf doesn't have hard stuns. He only has Entangle and... Well, he has rockets, but it's so short.
And Airenikus really wants to kill this Dryad.
Yeah. You know, I don't blame him. I understand this. But it's so tough. I hate Dark Ranger so much. He has no damage output. Even though she's an agility hero, she has so weak stats. If you look at Alchemist, look at the hero difference in the... Of course he's level 9, but he has 51 strength. And the DC has 52. Wow, the DC must have found some Tomes of Strength or something. Because I think Alchemist has the biggest strength gain of all. The Tomes are really powerful on this map. It always confused me that Dinker is an intelligence hero while he's a melee hero. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice because he needs a lot of mana. DV is not doing too much damage, so it's not so bad.
Actually,
Should
I
go
think.
for another transmute. Yeah, good for him.
Actually, I think Tinker is one of the very few heroes who can make good use of any attribute. Like
Yeah, you're right, because strength, obviously, you survive more, intelligence is main attribute and for all the spells, and agility just for faster hammering down of the buildings.
yeah, but also agility for armor, because
Yeah, of
armor
course.
is like once he's in robo form, he can be targeted by spells
Yeah,
anyways.
it's like a very nice effective HP, the armor. You're right.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why I like MK, he's so powerful with all the tomes. I love MK, I don't like playing without him.
And finally, Dark Ranger got to level
Yes.
6.
Okay, now he is in the game again. Oh, that's a bad decision. Like, you don't want to anger Sweets right now, I think. Unless he wants to team with TV now.
I just think it's totally useless to charm a Kodo if you don't plan to fight anyway. So if he will never use, like, I don't think he plans to use his army. I think a Witch Doctor would be amazing. That would be like
the
my
wards.
choice. So I think
But
that's
still, if he fights, the aura is nice.
yeah, that's correct. But I don't expect him to fight anytime soon.
Oh, okay, so it was a smart move because he is about to team
Players'
along
forces
with
are
TV.
under attack.
And yeah, basically any orc caster is amazing to steal. In my opinion, orcs have the best casters.
I think
but-
Witch Doctors are like by far. I
Yeah,
really
of course.
enjoy to have wards all over the map. It's
But
so awesome.
even
Wow.
an extra Bloodlust or Spirit Link is valuable. Okay, you have to use a TP. And it's nice that he has 102 supply now. So he actually can perform a really strong strike on somebody. If he decides to. But he's playing patiently as ever. Trying to whittle down the other players first.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, they are going for the most gay approach. Just go with 6 heroes.
I'm not even sure if they will be able to fully fight. And
Yeah.
Sweets is bringing his bats into position here at the top right, so he might use them
Okay,
now.
he might go for the V space. Oh, if he finds the talents.
He does?
Just to... Oh my god, he doesn't look... Okay, he does now. Not the greatest batting though. Wow, I didn't know if the talent goes to ground that he still dies too.
Are there any air units left here except that one hippo?
Well, I'm not seeing any. Oh yeah, there
Oh
are.
yeah, here.
So he should be fine and... Well, I'm not certain about that actually, because the supply difference is so big. But he has the Moonwells. If he just... I don't know. Depends on Iron, how much is he willing to help, and it seems he is not willing to help too much.
I
mean,
think
sure.
Sweet should just go straight for these moonwells. They're such.
Yeah, that's a
there's-
good decision. Also, where are the bats? Have they all died? Oh no, there they are.
There they are.
They can do a huge damage still. Not
Yeah, he
great.
wanted to wait for the acid
Not
bomb. That was
terrible,
good.
though.
That was good.
Yeah, it turned out to be great with the last 3 bats.
Oh, and Tinker not surrounded.
Okay, Iron arrives to the show very late. Not
But
to
he
use-
will lose this
just-
damage.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
he should charm something at least, but
Wow.
he
This
should move now, Iron.
this alchemist has 81 up to 81 base damage. That's so crazy.
Yeah. But on the other hand, maybe he doesn't need to move yet. If he is willing to go base race against the Orc.
I think Airenikus should not. Like Airenikus is in good shape here.
Maybe
Oh,
he
the
is.
Tinker in robo form can
Yeah,
use
no
one heal.
TP on him. And TP's probably on cooldown in the shop because he just bought the healing potion. You know, he would buy a TP if... Well, he doesn't have trees anywhere, so maybe not. Maybe he just didn't... You know, it was a waste of gold anyway to buy the healing potion.
But really good attack by
Just
Sweets
go and
here.
hide now.
And Airenikus just can't really help with these heroes.
Yeah, I don't like DV should... This is his only wisp, I think. And he should unload it right now and start building a tree because his base is gonna die and he could lose the Tree of Eternity already, so better to set it up sooner than later.
Yeah.
Also, this wisp, he should come here with this wisp, like to the corner and corner of the base.
Yeah, match speeding up again. And I wonder if... Yeah, okay, he's moving out with his Chimera, so he will force Sweets to TP. And that's actually a decent position for DV then, I think. Unless
you know,
Sweets
they can
starts too
all
early.
win. And Sweets, but Sweets, he doesn't have gold now, so like he has the
But this
net-
dagger TC is just so scary, and he has
Yeah.
no tree to TP to accept his
If the keeper
tree
dies,
of life.
and he probably will die.
And he has no Altaf right now.
Okay, he used some Moonwell juice, but it's just prolonging the inevitable.
Wow. This
And the
damage.
Panda will die. He has nowhere to TP to, unless he has the ultimate.
I can TP into the back of his main, but not sure if that's...
Oh yeah, never mind, I didn't notice that.
But
Still, yeah, bad
oh,
place.
Sweets need to TP now. Like now. No?
Yeah. I think he isn't looking.
I think he must have realized, but...
Okay, he
That's-
just wanted to kill the Panda, I guess. But now he cannot TP, now he's gonna lose everything, and Iron is in the best spot by far now.
Yeah, Airenikus
Or
can
maybe
win
not by
this.
far, but in a good spot.
Oh, there are some bets left. Oh yeah, there are some bets left, but he should wait.
Yeah, but the bats, they will decimate the DV base alone, and he can defend with the rest of his army. He needs to work his transmute hard. I don't know why he's still standing there. He should go back so long ago. Tinker is alive now, but Moonwell Juice not looking too great. But he should have killed the full moon as first. Okay, the Tinker's gonna defend the bats for sure. So DV's not out yet. He can get an altar somewhere. He is getting it right here.
Forces are under attack.
And Sweets made himself get into a worse position. He could have went back for way sooner, as they said.
But I think it was the best call. So like they would have just said forever, and I think it was a good call. Like
Yeah,
it's,
of course, it moves the game somewhere, and but it was a good call, but he should have done it more carefully, I would say, because it's obvious that the betrayal is coming at some point in this. If you see the orc just decimating the elf, you know, you will turn on him sooner or later.
Yeah, I think like from Ops perspective, they should team Airenikus now.
Yeah.
But
There's no way they are going to do that, I guess.
yeah, so
Well, maybe DV isn't. He has the FFA sense to it, maybe, but depends if Sweets would agree on that.
yeah, but he's losing so many buildings. So
Yeah.
Sweet seems to be willing to finish this.
Okay,
So-
he should. Yeah, nice transmute on the people, not losing any potential gold. Okay, nice. This is. I don't know. DV has one waste, and he will
Yeah,
be supply stuck if he loses.
I think DV is like, or Sweets is like, or he missed a bit the point of no return. Like he's it's too late, so he will just lose to base race now.
And Sweets is still having one hippo here, but I mean, hippo's iron, but the peon is scouted there, but he has one gear at least,
Are under attack.
so he's not completely dead.
Yeah, he should get
What I
some.
would like is when Sweets he didn't TP, but when he went back to defend his base, this tree should have walked out of the base with Nature's Blessing.
But he seems to like Sweets needs to defend, so DV is alive for now.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
Town is
and
under
Sweets has
still alive.
only one peon and is supply blocked heavily on 20. So
And DV is supply stuck as well. He's gonna build something here.
yeah, but he's only supply stuck on like 15 of 10.
Yeah, sure. And he doesn't need anything else than the zeros now.
forces are under
It can be enough. They should really team Iron now.
Oh, nice staff. That was too obvious. Like
But Iron, one good thing I like from him is that he just revealed that he has 4 chimeras. But he didn't reveal the rest that is in his base still. Still
Yeah.
has the Kodo.
Yeah, he's in a good spot, but his hippos are like I think too many hippos still.
Yeah.
Like
Okay, Spell Shield MVP again. He's gonna be able to transmute another unit probably. Okay, he got... No, he didn't get silenced. I don't know.
not again. Like it's still on
Nice
cooldown, I
save.
think.
Okay, he charmed one Wind Rider, and oh, that's a mistake. You know, you want to kill everything you can. The Wind Rider escaped with 100 HP.
I wonder if Sweets and DVPs now.
Yeah. I mean, one of them should.
Yeah, I like that DV isn't just helping here. Just,
Yeah, because Sweets is still able to fight alone, you know, even though he's on 58, the heroes are really powerful, so he still can muster some kind of a fight, because if Aaron would really commit, he would get batted to hell. The nice thing is that Sweets has the Cutter's Pipe. Really helps over the time. Alchemist so many.
Oh, nice.
Mana.
And DV is like Airenikus is showing his army now, so he sees it.
Yeah. This should prompt some teaming. Some kind of, at least, like, a few rocket volleys. Okay, so he just doesn't help anybody of them.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect call.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say it, because Sweets is also on that star with the buildings.
Oh, with that turret.
The thing that I didn't see. What happened?
He charmed a bat and detonated
Oh, yeah.
it. Yeah, I think
That's a good play. Another bat dies to the towers.
I don't know about this acid bomb on the Dark Ranger. I think he should die for a
Yeah.
transmute.
For sure. He's so low on mana. And the acid bomb, it didn't do anything.
Oh, the Tinker won't come back. Oh,
No,
and the
he
batting.
just went for another one. But he acid bombed the chimeras and he blew on the hippos, so it was virtually useless.
Yeah, but maybe he wants
Now
a gold.
he's in a really bad spot. Iron's gonna defend this, I think. Well, maybe not, because only 2 chimeras against that powerful heroes. He cannot kill the heroes. The Shadow Shaman has 600 mana.
And DV is scouting very well.
Yeah. And if I was DV, I would let Iron die. Actually, because you have a Tinker, and now there's no Raiders, now there's no Purchase almost. Now there's no Infernal. And he knows, in my opinion, he should know every building of Sweets now. Probably. And if he knows that he has the peons in the corner, it could be very easy to finish his buildings off with the Tinker. His keeper doesn't have the trends though. If it was Gradient, he would have the trends and they would be so good in the late game.
Yeah, I think treants are like really
Underrated.
not anymore really, but in FFA maybe.
Yeah, in FFA that's what I mean. Like, obviously in the mid game they just die, but they help creeping a lot, and
Yeah,
in the late game it's
Yeah.
so annoying. They have so low cooldown.
yeah, and thorns are just super useless as soon as you're out of gold to get any units. And I think the 400 gold for Tome of Retraining even are totally worth it if that like the keeper is like doubles your chances in a
He
base
could
race.
for sure sell like the Orb of the Venom on the keeper. You know, that's not doing so much anymore.
No. Yeah, it's a tough spot, and I mean Airenikus can still in this situation. I think he should do it now, maybe.
And
I don't know.
this is a way that both players will be kept in check because they both know about the other's building.
Yeah. I think Airenikus should use his gold now, maybe to get 2 more chimeras. But on the other hand, no.
His own shredder.
Yeah,
Because he probably doesn't want to build another well, and he wants to get more wisps out.
correct. Yeah, you're right. And I was wrong. Why get more chimeras? He has transmute anyway, so that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But it's difficult. I think he should use his chimeras then to try to kill Sweet's buildings. He can't
Yeah, for
defend
sure.
this.
Like a circle around the map, go
Yeah.
where the transmute doesn't reach you, and try to snipe buildings.
Exactly. Yeah, he can't like on the long run. You can't defend this anyway. It's
And
just
I
too
really
much.
don't like Dark Ranger because of this. Now she's useless again. Like the charm, how many times was it used in the game? Like 3 times.
Yeah, it's
Cannot do so. he stole the Witch Doctor now, but that's just probably gonna die. Okay, he stole another one. Okay,
He's
that's
saving
good because
both.
they can put some stasis traps in. Okay,
But
he maybe
still,
used it more times than
yeah,
he
but
did.
still, he has only 2 chimeras, so I don't think that will actually help him killing
Yeah,
anything.
level 1 shockwave. The ancient protectors will just regen the health in the night. But a level 1 shockwave is still better than nothing. Can still kill the Moonwells at least over time.
Yeah, I think Airenikus should just, as you just said, he should just fly around the map. He's reviving his Tinker here, but Tinker, like his heroes are totally useless.
Yeah, the Tinker without 6 is nothing in late game.
No,
He will die.
no. So he should just use
There's no way
his...
he's reaching 6. Like,
Yeah.
he's not killing heroes of the other players.
Nah, he should just use his chimeras, fly around the map, and really try to
You know,
finish.
Tinker, in my opinion, is a hero that's made to be the first hero.
Yeah, I
Like, if
agree.
you as a second hero, it's always danger.
Yeah, Tinker is a super solid first hero. Like with his attack on air units, he has almost no more weakness. So
And he's so level hungry. He needs so many levels.
yeah.
He really needs. Some heroes don't need level 6. Like DK doesn't need level 6, but he does. Or you know,
Oh, that was
Naga doesn't need level 6, but Tinker does.
correct. Yeah, he just lost another chimera. So
Yeah. Look at the Tinker. He's dying so badly now.
oh, and the stuff.
That's
Yeah.
a meme that coming. Okay, so it's really uncareful while the alchemist, but there's not enough damage output to kill.
Here's still these ancient protectors. I think are not in this situation. I think were a waste of gold.
Yeah, of course, because they are the worst towers in the game.
Yeah, and they just died yet never more than I think 5
Players'
to
forces
10k.
are under attack.
So
KDV just scouting around, I guess. Making another Chimera. It's the worst. It's worse if you make just one by one. It's better. Either you should use all the gold for the Chimeras or nothing. Because like this, they're just gonna get transmuted.
yeah, I think it's a really bad call to just get one chimera that will be transmuted instantly. He should, and he needs to revive his heroes probably a couple of times more. So he should just save his bit of gold for heroes and items.
Yeah.
I think also he needed more pariots. It's not easy to get them here, but he had a lot of time to buy pariots. I think pariots would have been way more helpful than additional units here.
There's another Inferno Stone and Callan's Dagger in the middle, and I think potentially DV could buy some items from the middle still.
I don't think the stone... maybe...
Yeah, I guess if you have a Tinker, that's. I think the dagger has some value on this map because when there's no flying units, you can blink from here to here, for example, and be completely safe from any kind of retribution with the Tinker.
But he has, yeah, with the Tinker you're right, yeah, the Tinker, so for DV I think it makes sense, but he has no gold. I think he needs more buildings. He
He
has
wants
one
to
wisp.
have the safety of reviving his heroes once more, I guess.
Yeah, and I think he needs it, and also he has, like, I think he needs more trees. He has only one tree of
Yeah,
life, so
possibly.
he needs a second tree of life.
Town is under siege.
The way I said it before, I said this tree should have been marched from the base, but apparently Sweets hasn't used the tree yet. And that's a good way to hide it because it's not a place where you would expect it so much.
Yeah, he should unroot it.
Oh yeah, and
yeah.
go into the trees.
And Airenikus is hiding hippos here, and these hippos are, I think he should
They
use
are
them
only
for
scouting units now, basically.
Yeah, he should use them for scouting and not try to hide them. They will only supply block him, and they are such a risk to DV as well, as DV doesn't want his buildings to be scouted. So
Imagine if they were hippo archers. They would be kind of useful.
that's true. Oh,
I don't know. I just had this idea, but I think having hippo archers might not be the worst because chimps are so slow in the late game that hippo archers might be actually like the way to victory here. But there's no way he's making archers now.
I think they fall off if you like. They need some hero support. I think they are really bad against buildings.
Yeah,
And-
I mean they are slow, but you know you can hit run at least. Like it's better than hippogriffs. But yeah, it costs a gold, it's...
They
it's not
they
gonna-
cost the gold. You need to get the archers first, and I think they are less cost efficient late game than.
I'm more talking like hypothetically if it's even a good idea.
Yeah, I think.
Because the chimeras, if you have hidden chimeras, you need to have a lot of them.
I don't know,
Well,
but
not
chimeras are you like the only thing you can't kill heroes with hippo riders, so you can't kill buildings, so why to get them?
Yeah, I mean buildings you can, just very slowly.
Takes like 10 minutes
I
to
see
kill a
them as
barracks.
tyro, basically.
Yeah, that's I see your point, but I think it's not worth it.
Yeah, I guess. Well, the problem is the alchemist. It's hard to hide anything.
Oh, and
Okay, this is looking really bad because now the heroes have nowhere to run.
yeah, Airenikus is hoping for DV to help, but DV is
He
waiting
might
this
help,
out.
but only when Iron loses like 2 heroes. And even then, maybe he just won't.
I think he should now. Yeah, now I think he should start helping.
Yeah, and I think he should start helping by going for the buildings instead than this.
Yeah, I mean he's scouting first, but it's so difficult because Airenikus is still hiding these chimeras, and
Yeah.
he saw him pumping, so he knows there are chimeras on the map, and all of his buildings are at the corner, so
Yeah.
they're very difficult.
Yeah, well, the 3 chimeras, they can make a difference, potentially.
They can, but they are scouted, so that makes
Yeah.
them a lot less valuable.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Ooh,
now he moves.
this
and
around, this around,
And DV can kill a lot of buildings.
this
now.
around.
Okay, that's a mistake.
No.
Okay, now he's not gonna be able to kill it.
Wow.
Should-
Is he
I think
killing
he
the?
should pass the TP from one of the zeros. So
But he can't anymore. He will lose
Oh
his.
my god,
Oh wow.
that was kind of a fail in my opinion. Like,
Totally. He even had a field wave available again, so that was a
or
huge
he could
fail.
have just passed the TP from one of his heroes, and he's not getting him back anytime soon. It's gonna take a long time, unless he sells items and gets him from tavern,
He still has so many bets.
and then
Ah.
he has no mana if he gets him from
Town
tavern.
is under siege.
It's
He
so
should move the
bad.
bets now. You should just. Because if you make an action this late in the game, at least they will have to concentrate on it.
And he has no altar. He needs to get a new
Oh, yeah.
altar, so that's so.
So he can
altar.
really just revive him from tavern then.
Yeah, maybe he should. He should
Yeah.
definitely.
Sell the crown on TC or something.
Yeah, he's selling
He
something.
sold some period and no, not the unholy aura. Don't sell that. That's the best item in the late game.
Town is
Yeah, but I think it's fine. I'm not sure if he will be like they're not hero arena playing, so it's only
Yeah.
base race. And
No, and
he-
it's good for running as well. You can outrun the opponent.
it's actually this is like the perfect situation for Airenikus. Sweets is using his
Yeah,
bets
yeah.
here.
And he's gonna lose some of them maybe to the Orb of Frost slow, at least one of them for sure. Okay, next rocket's about to hit. Oh my god. He's gonna lose so many of them. Even if he runs now, they will get rocketed. Oh my god, what does he do? He doesn't control them. That was a choke. I don't like to see that because
At least he's
I mean they killed something, but it was just 2 chimeras, the most useless buildings.
and he's not reviving the.
He found the Great Hall. DV did. Yeah, he's not reviving anything. I don't know. Why would you sell the items if you're not gonna tavern him?
Maybe he forgot. I don't know.
Maybe.
And he needs to do
If
that
he forgot about
quickly.
8 bets, maybe he forgot about the tavern.
And if he loses another Great Hall, he's supply blocked again. So he needs
Yeah.
to do that quickly, and he needs to talk. So.
Yeah. Well, he uses the talking to flame or taunt them a little bit.
under attack.
Yeah,
I'm
he's-
about to blow my nose, so cover your ears. I have a really big Jewish nose, so
I guess
Damn,
Tom,
now
I
I-
guess Tom will clip this.
yeah.
So-
I don't, how is it called when your ears get like muffled in the airplane? That's what happens to me when I blow my nose.
I see. Oh, he's.
I don't know what it's called in English, but it always happens to me, and I can't hear so very well.
Wow. Now DV just after DV killed that Great Hall, he wants to tavern his alchemist, so he needs to wait for his barrow to finish.
Oh yeah,
A
He went too late.
player's forces are under attack.
but it's a burrow. It will get done
Yeah,
rather quick.
he will be able to tavern it.
Okay, but DV's on the way on the burrow, and he will be able to cancel it because it's a Tinker, you know, it will hit free. Well, he doesn't hit it yet, so
A town is under siege.
will he let him actually get it? Okay, that's a mistake in my opinion. But again, it's observer point of view, he cannot know that he's supply blocked, so.
A player's forces are
Okay,
under
there's a
attack.
bat that's gonna die, probably. Okay, he's not because he doesn't have a vision over him. With the liquid fire, even one bat can do some damage. And I like that he keeps them here and here over the trees. So potentially he can harm 2 buildings at once of DV. And there's not much else. There's a tree of light in his base, and that's about it.
Yeah, they need to weaken Airenikus much further.
No,
Airenikus,
no.
Airenikus even has like 10 Moonwells still, which
This
is
so
way too
annoying. I
much.
can't even move the screen now. Ah. I really hope Tom will clip it. I wonder how it sounded. Okay, there you go already, so it was fairly quick toilet.
That MG is so huge.
Oh yeah, with the bloodlust, that's a rare sight, I guess. You don't see that every day. No, he's small again. No, he's like the Tinker. I think MGs shine more in the big fights as well, where the taunt can mess up a lot of focus, but they are so slow in the late game.
Yeah, slightly.
Well, still, he can be useful still for sure, but as a building finisher as well.
Yeah, I like that DV is really watching out for these details, and I think he has definitely, or he has a point here. I think he scouted most of the map,
Yeah.
and Airenikus has way too many buildings to keep him, like to keep his main base alive. Like everyone but Airenikus lost his main base, so it doesn't matter the levels.
And the Swedes lost this corner peon somewhere in the matrix. He only has this last ability, which I'm not sure if DV saw, because when he was scouting there with the Tinker attack it, and I don't know if it just he didn't see it or it was like out of range on the other edge of the map.
I don't think he saw it actually, so
Yeah, maybe he didn't. So at least one safety peon there. And he also knows about the Baroque here. So he's really left hanging. Oh, there's a trend. So yeah, he respect 2 level 3 trends as we were talking about, so that's nice. They can do a lot now. They last quite long, they move. Well, they move a bit slow, but still. They can reach. He knows all about the buildings. Dark Ranger in big danger again.
so much
She's
damage.
so fast.
It's crazy.
Okay, but just transmuting a shaman, which is a great help still. Every gold counts.
Yeah, 1 shaman left.
Another acid bomb, he has to be careful. it hurts to sell crowns, but they are so expensive, so that's nice.
Dagger TC is just so
And
strong.
there's the first Katkar's Gem of Health that I see in this game in the marketplace. Not that it's useful now, but it's a great item. It's 2 periods pressed into one item slot.
If you have the
Again.
gold, for sure.
This is looking so dangerous for Iron.
Yeah, he's just losing these heroes so
His
quickly.
chances are getting really slim. What he should have done, in my opinion, is let them kill his buildings in his main base. Because then he wouldn't have a target on his head.
Yeah, but losing his heroes is also like really good for him now. And he,
Well, I would prefer if he saved at least one of them, like the Dark Ranger at least. She's the only decent level 1. Not that it matters because he cannot charm anything, but he can charm animals on the map if there are some to scout with.
the Alchemist is taking surprisingly much damage of these
Yeah.
Knight of Heroes.
He doesn't have very much armor. He only has 5.5.
Yeah, you're right. But still, he has 1,600 HP,
Yeah.
so I would expect him to be a bit
And
more.
like the Knight of Heroes, they aren't really the most DPS-ish ones.
Absolutely not. But I guess the MG helps. Like, he has some damage.
Yeah, that's normal damage, the Black Arrow on level 3 as well. Again, if it was a Gradient, he would have had life drain level.
Probably. And DV has no air units to really do something against these chimeras. So it's with all these buildings at the... Oh, I like this tree. Interesting.
Oh yeah, how did he even get it there? Like, how did he... Oh yeah, I guess the Keeper...
Yeah,
killed
keeper
it.
trees. But like, so actually for, like, in DV's eyes, like DV must know that only Airenikus can
Yeah,
really
yeah.
threaten him here. Like these bats are a bit of a challenge, but if these bats die, there's absolutely
Yeah,
nothing.
if he doesn't lose Tinker, there's no way he loses 2 Sweets. And he won't lose Tinker, I presume. Because Sweets... there's no Raiders now, there's no Shaman. So the Tinker is so safe. And he can always staff on the tree as well. He can even go for a quest type of play, where he just has the 1 tree. And he can keep staffing there with the Tinker, and then when he wants to staff back to the battlefield, he throws the factory on the ground and staffs back to it. But I'm thinking too far forward. I think it will end before that. Also, this is dangerous.
A player's forces
The
are
Zeppelin
under
is
attack.
dying now to the Hippogriff. Unless Sweet saves it. Oh no, never mind. Iron didn't.
Wow, he scouted all the hippos.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
that's... I mean, he's writing what the fuck, but I mean, why should
Yeah.
DV allow him to keep
And
like 6 hippos?
On the other hand, the Hippos, at least they are not the crucial loss, but they are good for scouting anyway.
He can't reach.
Yeah.
Oh, but maybe the panda?
But he has the Keeper. He can erase the streaks.
Wow. Yeah, he's killing
Well,
some.
it's damage on the Zeppelin at least. It's something.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's getting to a real slugfest. It was really action-packed, but now it's... They all have to be so careful.
I think for DV it absolutely makes sense to weaken Airenikus a bit further, but he can't really do it himself alone, or he will...
I can tell how Iron feels, because he has the weakest heroes. It feels so bad to get teamed with the weakest heroes.
Yeah, but unless you lose your main base, you will always
this
be
is
a
like-
target. So it would have been way easier for him to just lose his main base and focus on rebuilding and keeping his chimeras alive. He could have easily killed Sweets entirely, and
Yeah.
I mean he didn't know that for sure, but like
And also, what you said, like he should have made 2 more chimeras, I think, when he still had the gold, because he kind of wasted for nothing the gold.
yeah, all on parry-ups. I mean his heroes are super squishy. He can't really leave his main base. That's the obvious answer.
Yeah.
Do you know if DV scouted the teams? He scouted that they were produced, but I'm not sure if he
I
still
think
knows.
he knows that he has the
Okay.
chimps. Yes. I don't think he necessarily scouted it, but you know, he had the chimps before, and nobody saw them dying. Oh, maybe he doesn't know. He just suspects then, probably.
A player's forces are under attack.
Some trends. That's a nice experience, you know. Like this, maybe the Tinker will get level
No,
6.
I don't think he
one
will
day.
get level 6 this game.
I know. At least level 5, maybe. Not that it changes much. This little level Tinker would be more useful with the factory. So he could be annoying to buildings at least.
I mean, they're using their time to scout now, which I think is okay. But at some point, they will need to kill.
This is important though. The Swedes found this tree with the bat. And this could
Yep.
prompt some teaming on DV, because that's a huge red flag.
Yeah, I think he may have built it a bit too early, this tree.
Yeah, I agree. There's time for everything.
Especially
But you know,
since...
on the other hand, it's a danger to leave the wisps in the zeppelins, because
I
there's
agree,
still
yeah,
enemies
true.
around. So it's not too early, because he just hoped nobody will find it, I guess. And I'm not sure. So Swedes still didn't say that there's a tree, which he absolutely should. I think we have all learned how dangerous it is to not notify players about the
Yeah,
island.
but the peon is making his way through the
Yeah, okay,
forest.
he says, "Keeper imba here." That's what he said.
Yeah.
Now, Iron has no clue what he's talking about. Okay, he still has one witch doctor, Iron. That's great. That can
Yeah.
help it on. Okay, see, another 2 trees. Each one of them gives 7 experience to every hero.
That's something.
Yeah. Okay, Sweets is doing some teleshopping in the middle again. He should really sell these claws on the Alchemist. I'm really getting tired of it. At least the +9 ones. Well, but there's just a dagger and he already has one, so... Maybe he hopes to burst down a few heroes still with the Alchemist, so I guess... it's fine. He still doesn't know about the tree, Iron.
Wards are so powerful on this map.
Yeah, of
Like,
course
it's
they are, because it's all around the edge.
Yeah, it's so easy to just do that. Yeah, you can't build anything in the middle, so you know where buildings are.
Well, you technically can on the expansion, but
yeah, but
it's
that's...
so easy to kill it, you know, it's...
A player's
Yeah.
forces are under attack.
And I guess Night Elf could hide some buildings in the library. But, oh, there are. There is
in
one.
the library.
The Ancient of Wind is reading some books.
Yeah.
At least he's putting his head into some
You know,
of these shelves.
it's fitting, because he's kind of an owl. So he's
You're
supposed to
right,
be
you're
wild.
right, yeah. So you think he did it on purpose?
Yeah. It would be nice. And Sweets is playing with fire with the Zeppelin in the middle, because DV saw the Zeppelin and it's his last. No, it's not. He has another one here, okay. And now I would prefer seeing 3 staffs on DV. Like, just, I mean the normal staffs of DV from the side shops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They are really powerful in the late game.
Yeah, on one hand I agree, but I think one is one can be fine. I mean, usually you don't. I think
Well,
one.
he can for sure. He can staff one hero with the Tinker, and then he can staff
Yeah,
himself.
exactly. I think two at this
Yeah,
point
okay.
would be more
Fair
useful,
enough,
but
two would be nice, I think.
but he has only 340 gold, and I think he
Yeah.
should keep it.
I guess the TP still has more value since he still has a main tree. Well, obviously, if he doesn't have a tree, then they have no value. But
Yeah, he should sell both Orb of Venoms, I think, just to be on the safe
Yeah.
side, but maybe not yet.
at least on the keeper, the panda can at least attack air. I get that it's something at least, but the keeper.
I mean, they're stacking, but I'm not sure if he
Yeah.
can ever fight these Orc heroes, and I mean, he doesn't need the Orb to fight these
Yeah,
elf
exactly.
heroes.
That's what it is. Oh, and Iron charmed the shade somewhere. It was because I know that Jaod has had some leftover shade here.
Yeah,
He probably saw it somehow.
that's so
I don't know.
amazing.
Oh, he saw it with the ward that he stole as well. So he probably just charmed it. No, the shade is a moving ward. It's great now. And he sees DV's Zeppelin again. DV is on his way to potentially establish another hidden tree. Exactly. And Iron could know now. If he watched.
He's playing this very smart, yeah. And I don't think they should allow him to
Oh, he
walk.
has- Sorry. He has two shades.
Oh yeah, you're right. So that's really perfect for him. I don't think they should allow him to walk around the map with these with this doctor. So this dog is so powerful.
The thing is, if the doctor dies now, he still has the shades, so he still has a map hack advantage. He has a second witch doctor.
Oh, okay, yeah. But still, like he's in a really good spot. And I don't quite get why they're not like teaming him at least to some degree or killing some buildings. I mean,
Yeah, they could just kill the main buildings.
Yeah, he has a full main base still, basically. Like, he has 5, 6, 7 moonwells, 4 production buildings, Hunter's Hall.
He might be onto something because he's moving towards the base now. But maybe he's just scouting somewhere. It's okay. Sweet's getting impatient now.
A town is under siege.
Okay, DV attacks with one trend.
A player's forces are under attack.
Except he doesn't even attack with it. He just scouts. The big tree is bullying the little.
Another transmute.
Sweet moves in now. Transmute's nice.
Yeah, very useful for him now with his gold count.
He can build another town hall with these now. With
I
this
think
gold.
I'm undecided. On one hand, it was good for Airenikus to have all this time to prepare now, but he had a window, I think, to finish one of these players, and now
He goes for this. This is nice because now Sweet's transmuted his unit, so he has an excuse to kill one of these town halls.
But
You know, it's like a justification to kill it. Okay, and he moves against this Boros, so and Sweets didn't notice who killed it.
His forces are under attack.
So there's a window for manips now. Somehow.
A town
Okay,
is
now
under siege.
this is good for DV, of course.
Yeah, but
If
I'm
they
not.
go for each other.
I think TV has too few buildings. Like
Yeah,
TV
well,
has.
He has. Remember that Sweets didn't tell Iron about this.
Yeah, but the cameras alone should be able to finish that.
Yeah, of course. If he finds it, though, he.
I mean, he has
Sometimes
hippos.
we don't suspect it.
Maybe, but he has hippos all around the map, and he will
that's
scout it
hippos.
at some point. So, I think
There's
Airenikus.
another shade he can charm still.
A
Yeah,
town is under
and I
siege.
think Airenikus is still in the best spot here.
Well, I would say the worst is Sweets now. Even though he has some gold, he's really. He
Yeah.
cannot produce an additional peons. That's the big thing. And he lost a Zeppelin here to somebody because the peon is still dizzy.
He should just get rid of his bet. I mean, he has
Okay.
one peon here, but
Yeah, and DV refused to kill this peon. But Iron will get it now. And he can charm it.
A town is
It
under
never
siege.
hurts. I would charm it. It's careless to not to do it.
oh, now DV is on Sweets.
Yeah. Okay, Sweets threatening the moon. Well, at least it's very hurt now. DV is not choosing to build the tree here yet,
Yeah, I think
which
it's
is
good.
wise,
Yep.
because like this, you know, it's just leaving resources free until he needs it. He should have charmed it for real, the peon. Because peons, they can chop wood. Well, he can always respect the keeper. Trends as well to clear the woods, but really last.
I
That's the
mean,
question.
this is the last one, and it's really well hidden.
Yeah. Well, Sweets is in a bad spot now, for reals. He needs to build a down hall sooner or later, because
Oh yeah, he's out. He's out.
otherwise he would be revealed, and he doesn't build anything. He didn't go in time.
So this peon doing all the work there.
Okay,
for-
and we will see some action now, because, you know,
But
there's no
still-
time to waste now. It turns in
But-
freeway, you bide your time, and
But Eren will win this for sure. Like, there's no way DV can scout all these buildings in time.
unless he really never finds the tree.
I think he
That's the only way
does.
he can lose.
Yeah, he
But
should.
yeah, he should have.
He should. So I would blame DV as he just didn't
Yeah.
really help and just waited. And at some point, waiting hurts you if you have just so few buildings left. So he wasn't really prepared for base race.
He can never reach this sapling as it is now, so he will be able Iron to.
Yeah, Eren will be able to just walk around the map and finish this. And there are so many buildings. Like there's this one.
The reading all.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah.
Well, and this little wisp, she can build one tree, but then she's dead.
So
And DB will need to sell some items to be able to build more wisps.
and there are so many wards on the map. It's
Yeah.
actually quite difficult to find.
But still,
Oh, he didn't
Oh,
scout
yeah,
the
yeah.
tree yet.
yeah, I saw. He must notice it sooner or later that is map now.
He should unroot this tree.
Yeah, yeah. So it takes less damage from the camera attacks.
Yeah. Also, it's not visible on the minimap, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
should definitely go for that.
It's a big hack that the night elves can use. It's really annoying on a map like this where it's hard to be seen as well, thanks to the darker layout of the map. Jaod and Sweets hanging in the observer chat now.
A town is under siege.
Airenikus going for another 2, and the Tree of Life here was found. So
Yeah, there's okay. He started building the second one, so he has a little time left. But there's
there's just
now-
no way he finds all these buildings here.
and it's his last stream. He will be supply stuck after this.
Yeah, and Airenikus has time forever. Like he has this tree, he has this tree, he has
Yeah, I
this
was
tree.
just worried that he wouldn't scout it, but he did. So.
Yeah, so Airenikus played it super solidly, and I think that DV just took too much time. But it's easier said than done if you're just
Yeah,
if you're down to two or three buildings, and like
And you have to respect the orc heroes after all.
yeah.
Okay, now the Russian starts when it's unofficial.
And the longer you wait, the higher the risk that your few buildings get scouted. So in this case, I think DV was a bit under pressure to really make it a base race for Airenikus quickly and not wait until Airenikus could made use of all of his units and hide stuff everywhere. So and he scouted.
Jaod is flaming Sweets in the observer chat that he attacked him without a cause.
Yeah.
It hurt his game so much, and that he sold his shredder. He says it again.
Yeah,
And,
feels bad, but yeah, that's what Alchemist players do. So
And he's
Wow.
complaining that that
he's
Sweets attacked him when
he's
he expo.
Airenikus walking here into
Yeah.
into the wrong
But
path.
he's fine. He doesn't necessarily need heroes.
No,
He
no,
just-
he doesn't. But at some point, it might become difficult to finish it. Like on the other hand,
because the tree can eat his way out.
exactly,
actually.
yeah, exactly. And if he's in the middle of everything, I'm
Yeah, so DD might be able to. Okay, this is good that he staffed the keeper. You need the hero more than for the hero to for the fact that he can sell items and get the other heroes back at least.
And I'm not sure if this tree is scouted. I don't think, like, it's not visible.
Yeah. The thing is, Iron had a shade there when DV moved his Zeppelin there, but you know,
I don't think he realized. I'm not sure.
There's a mountain giant
Players'
here.
forces are
Yeah.
under attack.
Oh, he found the Tinker, and the Tinker has nothing left to save himself.
Oh yeah.
Wow. So he loses the Tinker. And at some point, there are only 3 Chimeras left and the Keeper. So if the
Yeah.
Keeper dies, actually I'm not... Oh, but he will eat his... Ah, no. He
Yeah.
will...
If he eats his way out of the, I think now it's better to eat the way out.
For sure,
because
yeah.
then you can walk with the heroes, and then it's really tough for Iron to do it.
But he doesn't know, like, for sure that there are only
No, of course.
Chimeras left and that
Yeah.
the heroes will not come back. And actually, Airenikus might be able to revive his heroes? Or
Okay,
maybe
but he
not.
does it anyway. He does the thing there.
Okay, yeah. Wow, I think Airenikus thought he had this easily and totally underestimated the risk here. And it's
He could
scouted.
okay, he found now, but he could still go because Panda has no mana now. The moment where he has mana for 2 Breath of Fire Hazes combos, that's bad. But right now he can still. The Chimeras will be tough to kill still.
Yeah, but I think he's a bit hesitant.
Yeah,
And he doesn't know it's the last tree. So
I know. Yeah, that's a good point.
so he's moving out with the Chimera, but I think he should keep them together. Like one by one.
Okay, one day the tree is gonna eat all the trees on the map, and then it will be possible to kill.
And yeah, but actually I think it's amazing that he didn't sell his Orb of Venoms. Like they stack, they
Yeah,
will deal
yeah,
so
yeah,
much
now it's
damage to these
Yeah,
Chimeras.
it's a surprise twist. Iron kind of threw it though. Okay.
Yeah, he should have
Well-
just gone for buildings, but it's again easier said than done. Like once
yeah.
once he found your heroes, they
He
are
had a really weak heroes.
yeah, and he needed periods, like really early periods and potentially stuffs. Oh, and he found the Chimera and
Okay, that's the Chimeras losing some HP without the reason.
a lot of HP, I think, with the orb, like with the venom.
Yeah. And I like the move that he's not Breath of Firing it because the haste is more valuable.
Oh, and he found the second. Oh, he's
Yeah, that's
so he knows that both Chimeras are bringing themselves into position here from that side, and he's going for the attack. So
we see some beautiful useless hippogriffs. Iron cannot revive heroes. I was saying that he could sell the items, but actually he cannot revive heroes. So
the keeper is on his way here.
yeah.
So he will probably go for an all-in, and
I hope he actually at least respecting to the trends now.
Are under attack.
What he could do, what would I do now, would be to go for trends, spawn 2 trends before I go, load them into the Zeppelin, go with Keeper and 6 trends in the Zeppelin, and spawn another 3 when I go. So potentially, with a surround on the tree, I'm not saying it would work, but it would be a bigger chance than this.
do you think it should be rooted or unrooted? Because against Chimeras, that's better, but against Treants, I think it's worse.
I think unrooted because you need to be eating the trees, and you can always.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're completely right. He needs to eat the trees. So yeah, makes sense. Totally.
A player's
I
forces
forgot.
are under attack.
So, if DV wins this, he still has a good chance of reaching the semifinals.
If he
Since
wins,
he had
yeah.
points.
I think he's in a good spot if he gets at least, I think, 16 points in
Wish I
his
could
last one.
say the same about myself.
Oh, and it seems the attack is going to come here. It's 3 Chimeras, so he's seeing it. I think he should try to move his tree over here, maybe, just for the.
Yeah, sure, for the vision. But well, this is a good spot. I mean, you can eat.
Oh,
this
and he found
island.
the keeper,
Yeah.
but he's not. Oh, he's not going for it. I think killing the MG is really key here.
Yeah,
so
for
now is the and he's going
okay,
for
he's
it.
doing this patient way. It's good that he does it like this.
Oh, the illusions.
yeah.
That's
That's a good
really
move, yeah.
smart. That's
And he has
really.
a 3 chimeras. I thought that he had only 2. Maybe. Okay, maybe.
No, he's doing it. He's doing it with the
Yeah.
MG.
But there's still a rocket.
No, he finishes
Okay,
it.
but
Really
focus.
well done.
Yes, nicely done. I was
Wow.
about to say that he has no chance, but the illusions were a good touch.
The MG, I think the MG made the difference in the end.
Yeah,
Without
also,
the
yeah.
MG, I think it wouldn't have worked. So really
But-
exciting end. And
Yeah.
Airenikus getting the victory with
And-
his last sport.
Mr. Sweets, he got a top score, but I don't think it's going to change anything for him because I don't know how many points he had in the last 2 games, but
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think this is like
Iron saving his life with this because he was in the 4th place by score, so
wow,
getting
yeah.
the 20 points is so important.
And if this keeper had died, or if the MG had died, I think
Yeah.
this would have been over. But with these illusions, that was the perfect
It's
solution.
an amazing item for the situation, I must say, because DV focused to one illusion all the time.
That was a
Like-
perfect solution, and I totally didn't expect that to happen. So really impressed
I
by
really
that play.
thought that he never had a chance to do it. I thought that the 3 is more durable, but it's not.
Yeah, I think the MG made a difference too. I think 1 MG and 3 chimeras. If he had split the chimeras, I think
Yeah.
it may have gotten very close too. But with the illusions, it was actually, I think
Because
he.
the MG took a lot of
Yeah.
attraction from the heroes, so the chimeras got like 3 volleys for free,
Yeah. So
which is like 500 damage for free, which is huge.
So, thanks for casting this with me, and
Nice.
yeah, thanks everyone for watching. We will have, I don't think there will be another game tonight. Maybe there will be, but probably not. I think another game will be on Wednesday, but yeah, thanks.